All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So in this one, I wanted to really address a major question that needs to be asked when talking about Lamar Jackson to the New York Jets. This could actually happen. This isn't like a Madden hypothetical. There's a real possibility that Lamar could be playing on a new team next season, right? Not just specifically with the Jets, but I mean, we can talk about the Panthers, the Atlanta Falcons. In fact, the Patriots and the Jets are the two teams that keep flip-flopping back and forth over the last 24, 48 hours here as the betting favorites to land Lamar if the Ravens decide to trade him, right? If they want to move off of Lamar. So with that understanding, we have to talk about the position that the Jets are in right now, right? Before we can talk about a Lamar trade, we have to talk about what the Jets are currently doing, where they're at. So we know right off the bat, there is a lot of pressure on the coaching staff, on the front office this season. I know Woody Johnson didn't say, hey, there is a playoff mandate, but I mean, you got to think if the Jets get 6 wins next season, if the Jets stay in the same kind of realm and finish with 7 wins, I don't know how long these guys stick around for. A new offensive coordinator will be coming in because the Jets parted ways with Mike LaFleur. We know for a fact that Woody Johnson will pay the money. He will pay a lot of money to land that veteran quarterback, that star quarterback on the market. So a high pressure job, an owner willing to pay, and a new brand new offensive coordinator, brand new play caller coming in the building, essentially a brand new offensive staff. Now, it's not completely rebuilt, but we do look at, we look at the offensive line coach, John Benton. He's gone. Miles Austin is gone. Wide receivers coach. Calabresi's still up in the air. What's going on with quarterback coach? But at the end of the day, this is a big time. It's a massive season, no doubt about it. And because the status of Lamar Jackson is up in the air, he could be back in Baltimore, he could be traded. Nobody really knows where he would be traded to. What would the trade package look like? Like, there's so many different variables. How much money does he want? Fully guaranteed. Again, so many moving parts here. It's not like a Jimmy Garoppolo situation or like a Derek Carr situation where it's like Carr's moving on from the Raiders want to move off of Carr. We know what his salary is going to be post Super Bowl. That's it. All you pretty much have to do is iron out a trade between the Raiders and X team. Going back to the Ravens insiders, nobody is predicting that the Ravens are just going to allow Lamar Jackson to hit the open market and call it a day. It's either going to be they come to an agreement and he continues to be a Baltimore Raven from here on out, or they place the tag on him and continue the extension talks. If that doesn't happen, if nothing can be agreed upon, then a trade will take place. There's a chance that Baltimore could drag these negotiations out with Lamar for months on end. There's no set date. There's no set timetable on having an extension done. We just don't know when or if it'll even happen. So do the Jets, again, a high pressure situation from the front office, from the coaching staff. I mean, this team, you can make an argument, is a quarterback away from making a deep playoff run. Are they perfect? No. There's problems some safety problems, some offensive line problems. It's not a completely perfect roster. But man, if the Jets land a quarterback, it's going to be smooth sailing, right? Just figure out a couple positions and let 2023 cannot get here fast enough. But here's the deal. The main question here, do the Jets want to wait around for the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson to have these contract negotiations and potentially miss out on all of the other quarterbacks available? The Carrs of the world, the Jimmy G's of the world. I mean, there's been a ton of names thrown out. The Tom Brady. There's so many different names that you can kind of point to and link to the Jets. And everybody has their different preferences. That is totally cool, totally fine. But I think it's pretty safe to say that Lamar is the best out of the bunch. Do the Jets, though, again, a high pressure situation from the front office down to the coaching staff, do they want to essentially take that risk? Waiting at the altar, hoping Eric DeCosta comes walking down, ready to negotiate. It's a risky game because the last place that the Jets want to be is waiting around, not doing anything. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo signs with the Raiders. Oh, Carr gets traded to the Commanders. We're waiting around, no news. Oh, Lamar Jackson signs the extension with the Ravens. Now the Jets are months into the process. We have our offensive coordinator But I mean, we're looking at Zach Wilson as the starting quarterback in 2023, potentially like the draft, an older veteran, maybe just somebody like a Matt Ryan or a Carson Wentz. Like, I don't want the Jets to be in that spot. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's just a question that needs to be asked. And I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you want the Jets to play the waiting game? Now, who knows? Maybe something breaks within this week. Lamar Jackson's done with Baltimore, right? He's not suiting up for the team again. He has turned down an offer from the Ravens before. That has been reported. A multi-year deal, huge deal. I believe it was $133 million guaranteed. Lamar Jackson said no. He wants a deal similar to Deshaun Watson, a fully guaranteed deal. When we look at Watson's contract, it's a 5-year contract worth $230 million, again, fully guaranteed, averages out to around $46 million annually. So I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you want the Jets to do? What do you think is going to happen? And the reason why I bring this up is because, yes, you have the whole Lamar Jackson side of it, but if you flip it, maybe Joe Douglas, maybe Saleh, they're looking at Lamar saying, man, what an amazing quarterback. We would love to have him, but we just can't take the risk of missing out. We need to land the quarterback. So you know what? We're just going to go out and trade with the Raiders. We know what his salary is going to be. Now we can kind of move and negotiate, talk about the Quinn Williams extension, talking about players that we potentially want to bring back, the Nate Herbigs of the world, the Quincy Williams, maybe even the Quan Alexanders, guys like that. You kind of have your set price. You know what the numbers are going to look like. You are upgrading at the quarterback position. You are landing that experienced veteran, but you might not get the explosive upside with Lamar Jackson. So it's really just a game of, how risky do you want to be? How safe do you want to play it? Either way, though, whether the Jets land Carr, Jimmy, Lamar Jackson, whoever it may be, I think the bottom line is, and every Jet fan knows this, we will be getting an upgraded quarterback this season. That is big time. That is big time. Because I simply don't see this Jets regime rolling the same squad out next season, right? Rolling the same guys, White, Flacco, Wilson. I would love to have Mike White back. I think he's a great backup option. Definitely one of the best backup quarterbacks in the entire NFL. But that's a different video for a different day. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do the Jets play it safe, or do you want to roll the dice and hope that, again, Eric DeCosta picks up Joe Douglas's call one day and says, hey, you know what? These contract negotiations, they aren't going anywhere. Let's talk about a trade. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, go Jets.